Amanda Berry reporting from station 96.1, where we talk about all the latest political issues. Today we have two guests with us here to talk about gender equality in politics and women empowerment. Representing the UN is High Commissioner for Human Rights, Lily Hayden, and representing his Committee on Women Empowerment is best-selling author Dylan Gove. So, Dylan, tell us about your role in the women's empowerment movement.
Well, people usually get a bit confused when I tell them that my career focuses a lot around women empowerment because I'm a man. And I think that's what a huge part of the problem is. Men and women should be working together to try to solve these huge global issues.
Why do you think it's important to have men supporting this movement as well as women?
It's really important just to get as much support as possible, and we need men to see that feminism isn't just for women. Justin Trudeau has made strides in this cause with his promise to have half of his cabinet be female.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to mention today actually, because I know there have been some mixed opinions about this. Even though it's a great initiative, many people argue that he should just hire whoever's qualified regardless of their gender. What do you guys think about this?
Personally, I don't think gender should be much of an influence when it comes to such great decisions because in an ideal world, someone's capability should be enough on its own. However, I think the effort they're making today to maintain a balance between genders in each working environment is really good and encouraging for women and girls. It's necessary to achieve an element of order and fairness, which we are often lacking in other aspects of daily life. We want to have both men and women representing these occupations, as it's inspiring for young girls to see, it's more comforting for certain clients, and it creates a safer environment for the females working there already.
I think his initiative is noble, but I don't think he should be hiring women just so they can say he's hiring women, He should hire a woman because there's someone who can do the job that's best suited to them.
Yeah, I get what you guys are saying completely. I know that a lot of people have been debating that recently. Lily, from your point of view as a UN representative, what do you think are other ways we can empower girls and women to take charge of what they believe is right?
I think awareness is the first step to creating a more inclusive environment, and having people like Dylan, men who are so passionate about gender equality and supporting women to get involved, really encourages other people to come forward and join the movement too. Of course, there's always going to be countries like Saudi Arabia or Iran where the UN will have to take a bit more action, but for now, focusing on how things are in Canada, I think the biggest step is just encouraging as many people as we can to help us develop a supportive community that is willing to take action.
Yeah, honestly, I think that representation is the biggest piece with this. I think that once we have more women representation in more powerful roles like politicians and judges, it will help with gender equality overall. Now, let's talk about the other countries that aren't as open towards this movement that you mentioned. Why do you think certain countries are more reluctant to give women rights and freedom?
Well, in a country like Saudi Arabia, they have a big religious influence in their politics, and they use this religion as an excuse to be very sexist. While not official law, parts of the police force enforce their religion which excuses things like abuse and pedophilia towards girls. The official laws are also barely starting to be progressive, in that Saudi Arabia has finally allowed a woman to get a driver's license last year. It seems like good news, but it's really not that different from how it was before, as they still have to have a man accompanying them wherever they go. This part of the law has led to less than 0.5% of all women in Saudi Arabia to actually get a driver's license.
Yeah, to refer to what Lily was saying before, if there's not a lot of representation for women, like in this example in Saudi Arabia, many of them don't really feel encouraged to go and do the things they want to do.
Yeah, hearing this stuff makes me really upset, to be honest. I understand that certain countries take a longer time to transition into this modern state of mind, but I also think this is why awareness is so important for them.
Okay, unfortunately, that's all the time we have today, but thank you so much, you guys, for both coming and sharing your ideas with us. This was a really beneficial conversation, and I hope many people will continue it at home.